Jake Paul has lost his mind. This is probably the worst mistake of his career.
I believe that you're a cheater, and I believe that you use steroids.
On December 4th, when he was tested, he tested positive for cocaine.
Jake Paul has just been sued by Anthony Joshua, and the accusation centers entirely on steroid use. What looked like a flashy YouTube spectacle has now become a potentially career-ending controversy built on betrayal, deception, and shortcuts that jeopardized the integrity of the sport. What truly unfolded in Jake Paul's rapid rise? And can his legacy withstand this overwhelming storm?
We'll be shutting you the fuck up and making you eat your own.
Anthony Joshua has thrown the boxing world into total turmoil. Overnight, what was already one of the sport's most talked about rivalries erupted into a full-scale scandal. Everyone from seasoned analysts to casual fans is calling Jake Paul's entire career into question. And the irony behind it all is almost impossible to ignore.
For literally fucking nothing. Like they're suing me for something I didn't do. On God, it's just the most bullshit thing. And I literally had to pay them a lot of fucking money for no reason. And I'm like, it just pisses me off.
This is a guy who climbed from YouTube clips to global boxing fame, praised as a giant slayer, and now he's facing accusations that could permanently ruin his public standing.
I believe that you're a cheater, and I believe that you use steroids. So I want to randomly steroid test you for the next 2 years. And that thing that you came out with today, nobody on earth thinks that you really wrote that.
This scandal isn't small. Anthony Joshua's team alleges that Jake Paul relied on anabolic steroids, specifically testosterone enanthate and nandrolone, to gain the kind of muscle growth, stamina, and explosive strength that stunned audiences during his fights.
Yeah, for sure, man. Clean. That was for possession. It wasn't intent to supply. So possession is being in possession of something. Intent to supply is another classified use of what you're trying to do with the substance use.
These substances aren't basic enhancers. They're known to provide fighters with a decisive and unfair edge that can literally alter the result of a bout. Individuals from inside Jake Paul's training circles, including sparring partners and personal coaches, have stepped forward describing a sudden and seemingly unnatural shift in his physique. Combined leaked lab documents and first-hand statements imply his dramatic physical evolution wasn't entirely organic.
And, he started saying, oh, I've been over here, look at me, I'm fat. And I don't care how long it was ago that you fought. You just out of drug test you and you took drugs, they're going to catch you.
What would he have to do to earn your respect?
Well, it's not that he doesn't have my respect.
Yeah.
I don't even know the kid at the end of the day. I don't even know.
Working hard and improving is normal. But achieving results that defy logic overnight is something else. Jake Paul shifted from appearing like a typical YouTuber-turned-fighter to someone whose strength and stamina matched elite competitors in a matter of months.
He's really feeling it right now. I mean, he probably has no idea where he is. And Anthony Joshua,
oh my God,
him.
absolutely folded in half.
Back that up again. Watch this. I mean, just steps into it with every ounce of his body. Perfect right hand. So the fact that Jake Paul wants to fight that guy, hey, I'll watch.
And this is exactly what Joshua emphasizes in his legal action. The difference between what regular training can deliver and what Jake Paul abruptly demonstrated in the ring. Steroid use isn't only about winning. It brings career-changing consequences. In pro boxing, being exposed for performance-enhancing drugs can end sponsorships, destroy public trust, and even result in lifetime suspensions. For Joshua, this goes beyond a single match. It's about preserving the sport's integrity.
I don't even know. I was horrified. It was, I can't believe it. I still can't believe it. I'm trying not to focus on that right now because, Saturday, but yeah, it's bad. He's got to go through, the process now, and we'll see how this thing plays out. But
it's one of the craziest propositions of all time. You take a guy who just had a boxing match that looks like a sparring match with a 58-year-old Mike Tyson, and then you're going to fight one of the absolute scariest knockout artists in the heavyweight division. Maybe we should watch the Francis.
The most explosive moment fueling all of this was Jake Paul's controversial bout with Mike Tyson. That event stunned millions because Paul, still relatively new to professional boxing, fought with a level of aggression and strength no one anticipated.
Mike Tyson fight.
Yeah.
He could have knocked him out earlier and clearly was choosing not to. I mean, he bows to him at the end.
It seemed to me like sparring.
His punches connected with remarkable force. His endurance lasted longer than expected, and his ability to withstand Tyson's legendary power left countless viewers questioning whether something was off. UFC President Dana White didn't hold back. He stated publicly that the fight happened because of steroids, plain and straightforward. No athlete develops that kind of power so suddenly.
They get a sample that comes in negative, they make.
You mean positive?
Yeah, I mean positive. Yeah, when they find out that it's positive, they're absolutely sure when they come out and say, hey, this tested positive, that's positive. So I'm expecting the same thing from the Beast.
The emotional fallout is clear. Fans who once admired his swagger, boldness, and willingness to challenge icons now feel deceived, and the figures support their doubts. Lab findings and insider reports indicate Jake Paul's testosterone numbers and muscle increases during his peak training phase were 3 to 5 times above normal for an athlete his age.
Massive pressure. Not to mention a number of other things that, some the internet knows about and some that they don't. But I, as someone that's 35, looking at you, knowing you, I know for a fact that this is having a massive compound stress on your mind. I know that. And I know that prior to all this, even when you were top of the top, you were already struggling with anxiety.
This isn't a small edge. It's a complete shift in strength output, punching power, and recovery ability. Paired with the stamina he showed against Tyson, the information forms a picture that's difficult to ignore. These accusations aren't mere whispers. They come with scientific data to support them.
A phone call, with my lawyers for one of the lawsuits, and I knew that it was gonna be a big L, and I'm just sitting on the phone call for literally something I did not do. And it goes back to people just attacking Jake Paul and wanting to see me fail.
The fallout for Jake Paul could be devastating. We're talking career-ending, reputation-destroying, history-changing, devastating. One legal decision could erase his credibility faster than any knockout ever could. Sponsors might disappear. Public support could crumble. And suddenly, the empire Jake built on YouTube stardom and flashy boxing displays could collapse like a fragile structure. For someone known for his bold confidence, the mounting tension is starting to expose fractures.
Jake Paul or Anthony Joshua?
Okay, all respect to Jake Paul and everything he's done in the sport of boxing. And I gotta go Anthony Joshua.
Does he finally get knocked out, Jake Paul?
I don't know. He's very athletic. You gotta give him that. I need to see the rule structure because I know sometimes in his fights there's an interesting rule structure to the weight classes. If Anthony Joshua can be his full weight, I definitely think he could knock Jake out, but I want to see the rules and see how they played that out.
Anthony Joshua is not someone you want to face when he's angry. And at this moment, he's livid. This isn't the composed, focused anger of a boxer preparing for a fight. It's the kind of fury that appears when someone feels the soul of their sport is being disrespected. For Joshua, boxing isn't a hobby or an online stunt. It represents years of sweat, pain, and dedication. Watching Jake Paul allegedly rely on steroids isn't just irritating. It feels like an insult to every fighter who sacrificed everything for a fair chance. And Joshua is taking this to heart. His lawsuit is intense. We're talking lab reports, medical documentation, insider accounts all arranged like dominoes waiting to topple. Joshua's lawyers are laying out a case that leaves little room for doubt. According to them, Jake's sudden strength, quick recovery, and unbelievable endurance weren't just remarkable. They were scientifically questionable. Coaches and sparring partners are stepping forward, and their claims point toward hidden training experiments. Programs that don't just push boundaries, they bend them. Hearing what is being alleged, it feels like something straight out of a sports thriller.
He's going to be terrifying, and he's going to have a lot to prove. He's going to be very angry that Jake Paul wants to fight him. very upset that this YouTuber who's fought Tommy Fury, who's a legit boxer, and a couple other guys that were legit boxers. That's it.
Joshua's statements hit as hard as his punches. He's spoken about betrayal, frustration, and the pursuit of truth. And you can feel the weight behind every word. This isn't simply about Jake Paul winning matches. It's about revealing a system that may have allowed someone to climb to fame through cheating while undermining every real athlete sweating in gyms worldwide. He's turning into a symbol, a fighter representing everyone who believes hard work should triumph over shortcuts. When Joshua speaks, it's clear this lawsuit is about boxing spirit, not just the scoreboard.
So much time, effort, and energy, and it's like...
But it's also compounded, right, by a number of issues. By you're constantly dealing with hate, from a certain, especially from a certain sector of the online community.
The fallout for Jake Paul could be devastating. We're talking career-ending, reputation-destroying, history-changing, devastating. One legal decision could erase his credibility faster than any knockout ever could. Sponsors might disappear. Public support could crumble. And suddenly, the empire Jake built on YouTube stardom and flashy boxing displays could collapse like a fragile structure. For someone known for his bold confidence, the mounting tension is starting to expose fractures.
So annoying. It's like, why am I giving, not only did I spend my time, my effort, my energy, my mom is
always on,
spending hours of her day when she's retired. She should be she's in Hawaii on a fucking lawsuit phone call, and they're like, yo, your son has to pay this. It just so stupid.
And here's where things get intriguing. Jake Paul's reaction has been classic Jake Paul: bold, loud, and overflowing with bravado. Online, he branded Joshua's accusations as desperate and meaningless, tossing out the kind of remarks that grab headlines but also reveal hints of hidden worry. There's a thin line between real confidence and nervous defiance. And right now, millions are noticing the difference. Beneath all that swagger, you can almost hear the quiet voice whispering, okay, maybe this is serious.
6'6", just not just 6'6", but 6'6", and knows how to use every fucking inch of it. Knows how to keep that stick in your face. He was keep that jab in his face, and that right hand, if it hits you, you're...
And although the situation is still developing, one thing stands out. Nobody in the boxing community is going to forget this anytime soon. From Joshua's fury and moral mission to Jake's combination of swagger and hidden anxiety, the scandal feels like a true high-stakes drama. Media outlets, fan reactions, and insider chatter are all merging into one of the most discussed stories in recent sports history. The question everyone keeps repeating is harsh yet simple. Who will make it through the aftermath? And who will see their legacy destroyed?
You do whatever the hell you want to do. I'm ready to roll, buddy. I don't use cocaine. Do you use steroids? Let's do this, Jake.
Here we go, Jake. This controversy isn't limited to a single fight, a lone lawsuit, or one polarizing YouTube personality. It's bigger than that. What's unfolding between Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua reveals fractures in modern boxing that fans have sensed for years but rarely voiced. The danger of taking shortcuts is unmistakable. Steroids may increase strength, endurance, and punch output, but they can't create instincts, strategy, or the ring intelligence that true fighters build over time. Yet in Jake Paul's situation, we've witnessed just how chaotic shortcuts can become. One match, one viral moment with Tyson, and suddenly he's elevated into the global spotlight as a supposed boxing sensation.
And to now see you struggling with all of these other things compounded on top of it, and then to see people dismissing all of it online and saying that you don't fucking know what it's like to struggle, is a lot for me to deal with, and I'm not even you.
And while the chaos continues to evolve, the world is locked onto each twist. Court dates are approaching, new information is emerging, and every leak sparks argument. It has become an international spectacle, with gyms in Los Angeles buzzing, boxing boards in London arguing, and social media fueling the frenzy non-stop. Every quote, every rumor, every minor update becomes part of a storyline that feels like a mix of courtroom drama, cultural moment, and moral reckoning.
And that's why I so in the morning I'm like, dealing with that shit, and then it comes like full circle with like I can't even now speak about like how I'm feeling, and they say like bad things like happen in threes, and like I really believe that. It was like lawsuit, like Tana.
At the center of everything lies the boxing meltdown. The point where the sport's integrity, public opinion, and cultural meaning all smash together in one explosive narrative. We've got the Tyson bout, the steroid accusations, the lawsuit from Joshua, and Dana White openly ripping into Jake Paul. This isn't some online feud anymore. This is career-breaking, sport-shaking turmoil. Every punch, each accusation, and every viral clip feeds into a storm that could shape the future of boxing. And now, the cliffhanger looms over it all. The truth is coming. Courts will present proof. Insiders will reveal what they know. And the world will watch history being rewritten. It's a race to see who endures, who gets exposed, and who leaves with their legacy still standing.